So earlier, we talked about Wendell,
Hmm.
man. And again, yeah, I just want to reiterate, like I was while like really watching Wendell just perform, man, watching his artistry unfold, and I was thinking about what other supporting actors were there back in the day that are even close to the energy that Wendell provided, right? Like Tommy and Cole, nowhere. I was thinking about the Wayans brothers, Marlon and Sean Wayans, not even
Hmm.
close. Um, like Wendell Faizon Love was really just in a class of his own. I love his character development. I really, really love his character development. It's all jokes at the end of the day. There's like this mild level of airheadedness to
Hmm.
him, but he's always like hustling. Like I was, I was making a kind of this joke. There's an episode where they do a flashback. Um, it's it's Robert as Slick Rick and Wendell as Biggie
Please,
Small.
notorious PhD and scholarship Rick.
Yo, and I think Wendell started doing like a Jamaican voice, and I was, respectfully, I'm
Uh-huh.
Haitian, so I'm not trying to play Jamaican people, but I was thinking about all the jobs Wendell has. I'm like, yo, I wonder if Wendell's like based off of a Jamaican character, because this dude has mad jobs. The way they say Jamaicans
I
always
mean,
have
he could
mad
be.
jobs.
He could be. He does. He's always scheming. He's always scheming. Um, I'm trying to think of one of his schemes. I'm glad they're giving him um, more screen time. Where you're like, if you read the
Right,
synopsis of the episode, it'll say Wendell does this, and I was like, that's cool because I want to see him get into more trouble, more shenanigans, and he really just does not disappoint because at one point what does he do? He almost marries a clown that he met at a birthday party, and then there's the episode he does with where him and Nicholas are trying to find out if Robert and Jerry are getting a divorce. And he doesn't even ask any questions. He just overhears and just is like, oh, like doesn't do any sort of investigating and come back's like, yeah, man, they're getting divorced. I'm sorry you got to hear it like this. And Nicholas is just beside himself about it. But Wendell is just, I feel like he should have got a spinoff which is
right,
Wendell. It's
right,
called
right.
Wendell and Shenanigans because he was really
Wendell and
he was keeping
shenanigans.
them in trouble, man. He was keeping all of them in some
Yeah.
sort of trouble.
The only downside to Wendell's character is he's just looking for love, man, and like part of that those are the scenes. I value that. I know they stay consistent with the
Hmm.
comedy, but you see throughout the series, Wendell's just in all these relationships. There's an episode, I believe it's season 3, where Wendell allegedly like has a son,
Yeah,
and he just wants to be a family man. He just wants to settle down. He just wants to find love. And it's like, don't we all, Wendell? Like, don't we all just want to?
yeah.
You think about this, how fun and um, think about how fun of a life like you'd have with someone like Wendell. And I'm thinking about the episode where he has the alleged son. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick.
I just watched that episode too. Like I watched that one
I think
today.
it was, yeah, I watched it earlier this morning too. And like he pulls the son into the room, and he's like telling him that he wants to tell him that he's not his
Hmm.
father. And the boy is like, "It's okay, Wendell. I know you're not my dad." He's like, you're too nice of a guy to have left me and my mom." And I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
like that's heavy and that's
yeah.
beautiful. So I'm hoping in season 5 Wendell finds some type of love.